Hi everyone.
Hi.
We are going to skip approved minutes from last meeting because full transparency, I forgot them. Forgot them, so we're going to skip past that. Save some time. Just a quick little icebreaker since nobody likes them, but I think it's nice to go around the room and like remember people's names and be their name tag. So it's a very simple today. Coffee and tea. You like it hot or ice? I like mine iced. I know I'm drinking hot, but I like mine iced.
I'm Arla. I like my tea hot and my coffee cold.
Gabriella, I like my coffee hot and my tea iced.
Lindsay Krieger. I like both sides.
Tiffany, and I like my coffee cold and hot and my tea hot.
Lauren Lee Silvestro. I like my coffee hot and my tea both.
Meg Miller, hot. Rachel Dole, I'm just not going to discriminate. I like hot.
I'm hot, iced.
Marsha Presser and the temperature.
I always get slapped some.
Is the video working now?
Yeah.
All right, better not say what I was going to say. I like my coffee hot.
Not a tea kind of guy? Jennifer Burr, and I'm hot cross board.
Brian.
Jesus. Okay. I usually do coffee hot, but then I get cold brew cold, obviously. It's kind of weird if that was hot. And then tea, I only drink when I'm sick, so it's gotta be hot.
All right, Mr. Park, updates. Got anything fun?
Fun?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, lots of fun. Well, thank you to the PTC for paying for half the cost of shirts for every student. So we ordered over 1,100 shirts from all of our students and staff. Had a matching Woodside students and staff. Had a matching Woodside church wear. Regularly, we advertise Fridays as Warrior Family Friday, like I read on the announcements every Friday, and it was fun to see that first Friday after our pep rally. Kids wearing the shirt. In fact, some of them wore it the very next day. We gave it to them. So middle school hygiene for you there. So but thank you to the PTC for helping that. We'd like to continue that as a tradition with the pep rally, which was also a lot of fun. We had the whole school there into the pep rally on the Wednesday of the game, which then was our same day as our staff tailgate. So thank you to those who helped out with the staff tailgate, either through donations or their time. It's much appreciated. We had probably close to 100 staff and family members that were able to cook for and feed, and all except the bees, right? So we can't control the bees in September in Indiana. Other than that, it was a great event. End of the quarter celebration is upcoming. The end of the quarter is Friday, as most are aware of. In the first quarter is not a formal grading period in the middle school, much to the chagrin of some of my teachers. They would like it to be, but it is not. However, we do take time to take kind of a snapshot of their grades. But again, at the middle school, it's the rolling grade for the semester. So you might see a snapshot at Power School, but it's just that. We do use it as a time to celebrate kids who are doing well through honor roll. So grades will be due for the quarter grades for our teachers. Monday, we come back from fall break. I believe that's 21st. I don't want to think about after break. Getting to break and then enjoying that. But after break, they have grades we do for teachers on the 21st, and then that Wednesday, the 23rd, we'll hold our celebration again. So if we could have a sign up for that. I think last time we had 5 or 6 volunteers that came and helped out with certificates. That would be really helpful. And then somebody was already talking about that.
Yep.
So that would be upcoming. So we've already made it 25% to the school year, which is a lot. Band room project is great. Before you leave, feel free to poke your head in there. Mr. Streeting can show you his new projector. That was a big purchase by the PTC for him and our band kids, and obviously being one of our largest classes, our largest programs. It's great that so many kids can benefit from that new projector. He's like, they can see the music for the first time in 20 years, he says, up on the screen. So that's really was a big need and really is great. Choir risers, we now have risers that don't make me stay awake at night in our choir room. The cost of those, was over $17,000. When it comes to the school budget, there's just not really things that fit into that. It's not really instructional materials, it's not really technology. So that was another thank you to the PTC and all their hard work, and the 5K and other fundraisers to be able to pay for that. Band projector and choir risers. So besides band, choir is probably our next largest program. You could hear the beautiful singing over there. They really appreciate it. Mrs. Good really appreciates it, and I really appreciate it. So I'm not worrying about it all the time. Because if you ever saw them, they were pretty rickety. It was definitely a concern, and so now it's nice that we don't have to worry about that. We've got nice brand new choir risers there. Athletics, fall athletics are wrapping up. We got a message from Mr. Beaumont, kind of championship week for our teams, cross country and volleyball and football. We have our musical and show choir practicing after school almost every day here now. Choir concert is this week as well, so that's exciting. September, our counselors did some things with mental health and mental health awareness for the month of September. October is our bullying and student safety month. Full transparency, we did delay some of those things. I felt like that was common sense given some recent events. So those presentations and lessons that our counselors put on about anti-bullying and student safety will happen following fall break. 7th grade went on a field trip. All of 7th grade went to JA and Finance Park. Finance Park used to be an 8th grade field trip. We felt like last year the new JA Jobs Park is great. If you have 8th graders and you have an opportunity to chaperone, I would really recommend it. It's awesome. Really cool. It's over in the convention center over at the Coliseum. It's really neat event where kids are learning about different job fields and with new graduation requirements and different pathways that kids are sometimes having to choose earlier and earlier what they want to do that or not. It's a good experience for them to be exposed. So even though that Finance Park used to be an 8th grade field trip, we still wanted to expose our kids to that. So we went ahead and made it a 7th grade field trip. So our 7th graders learned about personal finance and so forth in team time, and then they had the opportunity to go and do the Finance Park simulation just last week. Parent-teacher conferences are coming up very soon, hopefully today. You'll get a message from the school about parent-teacher conferences. That'll be the week following fall break. Again, I want to think about after break. But there'll be no school that Friday. Parent-teacher conferences run from 4 to 8 on Thursday night, and I want to say 7:30 to 10:30 a.m. on Friday. So that's the 24th and 25th for parent-teacher conferences. We run an open house at Woodside. There's a lot of debate about that every year. We ad nauseum in the summer and in Team Leader recently. We just feel kind of it's open and it's best for everybody. Signups some people like because they feel like they get to meet with the teacher more that they really want to talk about. If a kid struggles with one particular subject or a lot of grades wants to talk math, we found that it really puts a lot of our parents in conflict when it comes to having multiple students or students at Homestead as well. We actually don't really mind it that Homestead has signups and that we're open house. We feel like it actually kind of helps move our parents. They're like, well, I have a sign up in 2 hours over at Homestead, so I can hit the Woodside up and then I can go back to my second sign up 2 hours later. So we felt like it's almost kind of a buffering zone for some of our Homestead parents, as they can check the boxes here. But we do understand that neither is really perfect. But you'll get communication from me in regards to parent-teacher conferences. We will ask parents to kind of indicate whether they're coming, and if they are coming, kind of what time part of that is. And I'm sure all you guys, your kids are great and you get great and you'll probably come. But a lot of you can maybe understand that a lot of the parents we really want to talk to don't necessarily attend these things. And so that might give us a better indication of who we should be reaching out to and more inviting and actually having more of a formal invitation or sign-up time for them. But it also gives us good data about continuation of the same practices. So we'll send something out. If you could just take a second to click that you're coming, and AM or PM, which day, that would be really appreciated. That'll come out shortly. So yeah, parent-teacher conference is coming out. November 1st is a flex day. The kids only have one pink day in October, which I think a lot of them like. The pink, it just depends on what they like. Some like coffee, hot or cold. And it, that's November already. So that'll get us through the month of October. Again, the kids only have one Friday in October and only one pink day. So these kids, they don't go to school for more than one full week in a row. So
That's great.
Before they have that. As a reminder, flex days, they don't have any assignments.
Can I ask a question about parent-teacher conferences?
Yeah.
So if your kid is getting A's and B's in the class, do those teachers want you to, like, do they have anything?
Well, of course they want to talk to you. But
Well,
are you asking me, you have to come?
I want to come, but I also don't want to stress the teachers out where, like, if my kid is getting an A, they may not have anything to tell me.
You're not going to stress them out.
Okay, great.
Just like parents, they like to brag on kids.
Okay,
That's not going to stress them out at all.
okay,
Now, I don't want to speak for all of them, right? But I would tell you in general, they enjoy those meetings.
okay,
But to be able to tell you how well your kid is doing, that feels good.
okay, that's fine. I don't know.
Oh, I see you're trying to get out of it. No, they would enjoy speaking with parents.
Okay.
They get to tell you about specific things, and maybe you said it in class, and maybe it's not with a phone call, but hey, since you're here, you data for this.
Okay, so they just may be super quick. Okay, no, that's fine. I'll definitely come, but I also don't want to, if other parents need that spot more, then I also understand that too, so.
Yeah, I've encouraged teachers if they do see a line developing, which is common at certain rush hour times, to politely set a timer. Hey, this is more for me, to keep on track, make sure I get to talk to everybody. If you want to talk to me more, we can always set up a phone call or time for a meeting. But I've encouraged them to set timers because
And this is parents only, no kids?
no, we would want kids.
You want the kids?
Yeah, we want kids.
Okay.
And again, that'll be in my letter.
Okay.
There, hopefully.
It was really helpful to me last year as a new middle school mom because I'm sure your kid gets great grades. Mine does okay, but she is notorious for, I'll be like, hey, Zaya, there's a 0 out of 24 on this assignment. It's not graded yet. And graded. So then during the parent-teacher conference, I marched through every teacher and I was like, hey, Mr. Holland, look, like, why does it take you 15 days to put in a grade? And he'll just look at Zaya.
Their personal answer is better than my answer would have been, so yeah, totally we want you to.
Yeah.
For that reason, we want to actually kind of, if the kid is there, ask the kid questions, or can you explain that? Because really the kids know.
Yeah, I will be completely honest. My son and I have
You really, I really do. Yeah, great.
A lot of them are
except the science fair project. I remembered at 3 o'clock that I needed to drive that poster board over. That's
It's
the only
great,
thing
though.
that's been
If
stressful.
you have an opportunity to check them out, you should check it out. We're going to set up with the 6th grade ISB room and stuff that the kids create and do, watching them present, how proud they are. I know it's a lot of stress, but it's great.
It was
There's a lot of
fun,
really cool stuff.
stressful, but fun.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, moving on. Committee updates, Jen Lindsay.
So we had the dance, it's not until, it says coming up, but it's not until December, but it's always good to plan like way ahead. So the 12/6 date is confirmed with both the chairs. That is Shannon Tiedemann and Abby Updegraff. We also have a date for the spring, mostly locked now, but they wanted to like verify with their kids' dance program before they give us a hard word yes on that one.
We learned, see? Yeah,
Oh,
they're both like, is that an orchestra part?
Yeah. Figure it out.
All right. We do have also, I don't think I wrote this down, but- okay, I'll just go in order, sorry.
No, you can skip around. I had surgery, guys. I'm really sorry. So my agenda is that.
No.
This is my first outing since surgery.
Go on.
Yeah, that's great.
If you look at the next page, it'll tell you the things that are in this month in October. We have, for each year, for the teacher parent conferences, we try to help out the teachers by providing them a lunch on the day of, and then a breakfast on the next. Yeah, sorry, dinner, sorry. Yeah, breakfast on the 24th, because that's like, right now, opposite.
Breakfast is Friday,
I took a minute notes from yesterday.
24th is Thursday, so that should be
Meal
fine.
lunch, dinner, the 24th pasta. Does it sound like I need
I went
donations?
to order
And we're
one
doing a
for
grab and- It's all under E.
Oh, okay, sorry.
And then the grab and go breakfast is on 10:25. We will need to sign up Genius. We need to get.
I probably should have looked at this ahead of time.
And then the teachers supply part, and then we're gonna check in with Lauren to see how we can help with that.
So this is all on Lauren. So Lauren, maybe I should let you
Lauren.
speak more about that.
All right.
And you do have 2 sign-up geniuses coming up.
So for the 1024 on CASA, I just wanted to kind of touch base with you, Mr. Clark, and see, do we have a room that we know is going to be, where we can set this up for them? Okay, perfect. If you can just kind of maybe let me know where that is and kind of ideally what size tables we have so that I can make sure that we have tablecloths and so forth for that as well. The one thing I did want to ask on that, since it is CASA, it is hot. How would you like that kept warm? Are we allowed to do sternos or are we not allowed to
We're
do
allowed to
sternos?
use turn.
We are, okay.
I have all of those.
Yeah, and sometimes CASA will like, because when they bring them for the.
They do.
Lunch, they
Yeah.
might be just like ours.
Okay.
If not, I have 6.
Okay.
Some are here. I haven't gotten them yet. I have a bunch
We
in my house.
use some.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
I just need the wire racks. that-
Yeah.
Perfect.
And then, we'll do this sign up for the grab and go breakfast. I think we should probably be able to get most of that covered on that. Perfect, thank you. Yeah, they seem to be, the parents seem to be really good about that. The teacher supply part, I apologize that I don't have my email for me. We set that for November, right?
Mhm.
Okay, November. Everybody likes that idea? Sorry, I wasn't.
What is it? I need some clarification.
So what I'd like to do, Mr. Clark, is, I sub the district, obviously, and one of the things that I always see, especially at the end of the term, is that the teachers are running out of supplies, and they often have to reach into their own pockets for Kleenex, things that the parents, we ask them to bring their own, they don't bring them. Maybe earbuds, sanitizing wipes, pencils, pens, that kind of thing. Basically, what I'd like to do is just ask the parents to donate those items and just take the cart around, however you want to set it up, totally flexible on that one. And just let the teachers pick several items so that they can replenish their stock. They might have to reach into their own pockets.
And that's in November?
Yeah. So I
And it
just
would
really,
start.
so we would do a sign up genius. We would do one day where we would take the supplies to the teachers. If you can just let me know what day works.
You want to do November though?
That's what I'm thinking, because what I've tried to do with the teacher appreciation is just one day a month, we have something for them. So every month, we have the tailgate, we have, the breakfast and the dinner that we're doing, so that we do something every month, so that they.
And then you're gonna redo it in December, or at the end of the year too.
Yeah, exactly. We'll do another one at the end of the year, so we'll do 2 throughout the year.
I can give you
Say that again,
the, I
sorry.
can give you the.
Okay, perfect. So that's pretty much with that. I think that's all we have with that.
Okay, and then we, as a committee, kind of brought up the whole golf fundraising thing again. Just like with the board members, and we kind of were rolling off some ideas recently, and would you like to talk more about that, Meg? You seem to kind of know like the dates and stuff a little bit better.
Sure. I mean, so I think there, on the board, a few of us looked into a few different golf course possibilities. We were kind of running up against some difficulties with a host for that. I think a lot of it had to do with that date, that, Mr. Clark, I think you wanted to use so that the teachers could, which that makes
I'm open, yeah, flexible. This was just like literally living in idea land.
Okay.
Like a
Throwing it out there.
But we really want to do something for the athletic department.
Yeah.
Okay.
You know,
Like Chestnut said, the day that you wanted, the day you proposed for that, they could not do because they're looking at golf sectionals starting
That makes
then.
sense.
I think if we can use a different, if you are flexible with your dates, then that will, I think we'll have a lot more flexibility on our end then too, and we'll be able to, maybe do something. We also kind of talked about if the golf outing doesn't work for us this year, if we need to pivot and kind of do some sort of other outing or athletic event for the teachers, we can totally do that too.
because we still really, we want to do something.
So I guess the question is, are you married to that date?
It's more than just me.
How do you feel about divorce?
It's more than just me, like, there's, a team of people that were
Right.
invested in.
Okay.
So
Yeah.
I can bring it up to my, keeping a Friday morning review, then, and obviously, I can discuss the fact that Chestnut's not available on the Thursday.
Well, Chestnut, and then there are a couple other golf courses that we looked into that are not as well.
This is like, this is something that happens next year and years to come.
Of us fun that day and they will, but they also are probably wanting to clean up and get ready for the summer, maybe. So we were going back and forth and we didn't even know if like a come and go thing, like in the parking lot, if we could do some kind of like family carnival was set up too. Is that?
Not on the last teacher workday, no, thank you. Thank you. I don't think the team is.
Okay.
I love. But some people are gonna be needing every last minute, they'll be grading, for the grade due date. Other people are ready to leave that morning when they get there.
Okay.
Because they are more on grading my stuff, or they're subject really lending. Some of them kind of self-sabotage themselves by having an essay to them.
Yeah.
Right, so it
Sure.
really depends. So I hear what you're saying, but
Yeah.
something come and go can be fine. I'd rather have to do like a carnivore and a parking lot. And then people will want to get the door. So I think that was, I mean, I'm not married to anything. I'm always open-minded about things like that. So I think that we do want to hit the door and would have probably participated in like a golf outing, would have liked it because it's not.
Right, and that does make sense.
It's not here.
Yeah.
Make
What-
it go have fun.
What do you think about pickleball?
What do I personally think?
Like,
about
do you think
pickleball?
that would be something they'd be
You know, it's
interested
a
in?
game that's set up where I can't use my athleticism, so it drives me crazy. I refuse to play. So that's what I feel personally. But I mean, I think a lot of my teachers like it. I think a lot of my teachers probably play.
Or maybe they'd be interested in trying it because they've never done it before? I don't know.
Yeah. You got an idea about pickleball?
Well, we were just throwing out some different ideas at our meeting and thought that might be interesting. Just because
And
we
it's
know
on
it's
the
like up
page.
and coming
Yeah.
now.
Pickleball tournament.
No.
I didn't know much about that.
So I guess
Okay.
that's
You can
just
improve
me
your
personally,
skills.
listen, like that's just me personally, I'm not.
So is the point of the golf outing more of something for the teachers to do, or is it more of a fundraiser that the teachers?
It is
are
for
doing?
fundraiser.
For a fundraiser.
Right, okay.
Quite honestly, I don't think a lot of teachers would even do it.
So that's, I guess, what was my question, like, so it's not necessarily looking for something else for the teachers to do, like, that this is more of like strictly like a community fundraiser that the
Okay.
teachers could participate in,
Yes.
if they wanted to.
Yeah, they.
So it's not necessarily like finding a substitute for the teachers at the end of the year.
Okay. Thank you for clarifying.
Yeah. I mean, if you want to do other things for them, I'm not gonna- that's why I didn't want to totally discourage it. I mean, things are fun.
Yeah, no, I'm glad we brought that up.
Yeah.
It's kind of.
No, I mean, it is more of a fundraising item. You know, we've seen other institutions, schools, universities, athletic programs generate a lot of money from golf outings. So it's an idea that we keep trying.
So maybe you can convince someone to open a date.
They might check with Brooklyn.
That I can.
I
Chestnut
I
did
know the
bring
manager
it.
there.
There, that helps.
Text him.
Yeah. Brooklyn.
Oh. And if we have flexibility on the date, I think Chestnut will work with us and we could be, I think that could be a really good option. I just know that date was kind of tricky.
And you'll look into that too, right?
Yeah.
We
Like
still
a-
want to really
yeah.
want to play with
Yeah.
this golf,
Yeah, I gotta
so
say.
maybe we can.
Yeah. Even my
Another,
I can do that now. So my question was, it seems like that's from the documents she sent. Does anyone have any other information on?
in all honesty, we're all pretty new to the board, so I'm not sure that we really have any input, but I'd say if we've been doing that every year, maybe stick with it, because the teachers are probably better. Yeah, right. And then, yeah, that's okay, so. Yeah.
I can give you that. So basically, the idea is to give it to Christmas present.
Do they usually use funds for the next semester? So now,
Yeah, I mean, to be honest, just leave it up to the members. So we